right, and welcome back to Off the Beaten Quest. Thank you for joining us here at this D&D podcast. I know there's a lot of D&D podcasts out there, but you chose this one, and we are so happy you did. Big shout-outs to Pocket Bard at the front of the session this time. We appreciate all this great ambiance, great music. That being said, we will get right into it. This is session 64, entitled Fresh Headings.
Also, a shout out to our own Noah Dockery for our incredible intro song.
Everybody needs to know that every single one of us was just jamming, hands up in the air, bopping our heads, swaying back and forth. We were living.
Previous session, we got into a lot of things that we learned from after the Nightmares session and the fight in Kazuo's shop, and learned what was in the box that Eliana was able to get out of the upper floor before it burned. And then the party went back to the kingdom to do some more investigating and learning of different things in the library and staying at different taverns and things like that and talking with each other. They spent some time at an onsen, got to recoup and rejuvenate a little bit. And we joined the group as they stand outside of the library just after Lukiel had tried to do a mind-reading spell on Verity.
And she got her head banged against the wall.
And she got her head banged against the wall.
But I'm not
concussed. Not concussing, but it was almost.
Not concussed.
That was not pleasant. And that's coming from a barbarian who loves murder.
You are all now standing outside this library. You're kind of still talking about things that you found in the library as well as what just happened with Verity.
I would like to know, what was that? Why'd your head just, what? He asked you a question and then your head hits the wall? Like,
you good?
Verity immediately locks eyes with Lukiel. Please tell me that you read everything. You heard everything. Please tell me you heard something.
yeah, don't let her head bleed for nothing.
Did I hear everything?
You did not. You heard a very loud voice shouting, "Get out," and you were pushed out.
Oh, uh-huh.
It was not pleasant. Above table, Nina says that. It was so scary.
Yeah. The voices! The voices! God. I regret to inform you that I did not.
Lukiel.
I'm sorry. I hope your head gets better, though. Kind of seems like it hurt.
You know, I haven't gotten hurt this much until I met y'all.
Well, you know.
Like,
No pain, no gain.
Sounds like because we keep on trying to get in there
Figure out
and
what's
you
going
keep
on.
trying to get out is causing you pain, which my level of concern is growing. I didn't really care up until this point.
like I don't think I I couldn't say the name even if I was like,
Can you write it down?
Whose name?
Well, she can't say their name, so we don't know.
She could tell me I don't know.
I can't.
Whose name?
I probably can't write it down, but
Why can't you write it down?
The
Do you
book,
need a quill?
there
I
was-
could give you a quill.
there was
From experience, there are many things that these sort of entities can do, and I suggest we probably not pry super further, but yeah, maybe
no,
in
let's
your
Hold on.
the book of that book, maybe she could point to something. I don't know.
There is the same level we were on while you were looking at your thing. There was a black binding, like black book binding that Shadows of Arencia, I believe. It has the name in there, and some other things. Just like awkwardly points back to the library.
So we
like,
should go back inside and...
I think we should.
Why didn't you get it?
I didn't think in the moment, you know, and I really thought maybe I could say it, which I should have known after the whole tongue thing, and then it's
Now the head banging against the wall thing.
Yeah.
I've never had this problem before, and it's really pissing me off.
Yeah, are you bleeding? Are you okay?
Am I bleeding?
Just DC blood on your hand when you pull it away.
I had given her lay on hands.
Yeah, you had healed.
I had healed her, so there must be dried blood.
Doesn't heal any internal bleeding, but it's external
Yeah.
bleeding.
Jeez.
Well, I rolled my own D20, and that was a 4, so she definitely like,
A little bit of blood, yeah.
it's just a little bit. It's just a little guy. Just a little bit. It's fine. I'm
If
sure
you
the
want,
librarian won't.
I can put some salve on that, and maybe it'll be a little better.
I mean, you can if you want, if you think it'll help. Like,
Yeah, I can apply some. I'll get to work on that. We can head toward the library too.
We just got to go in the door
Yeah, we
right
just
here.
gotta-
We just have to turn around.
That's what I meant.
Literally just.
Is some of Verity's blood on the wall of the library?
Yes.
Neat.
Do you clean it?
No.
Oh! I thought
She's
you
not-
would out of everybody.
Ira's
Way to
not
make
cleaning
your
blood.
mark on the city. And that's what
Damn.
Jack says.
Ira's not cleaning blood. She'll clean it off of a person. She's not cleaning off a building. Nope.
Dawn would not, so guess there's blood on this building now.
Save your village? Absolutely. Clean it up? Never.
We go back to the library section.
That's why Dawn and Ira get along.
yeah, I'd say probably one of us. I mean, Verity will lead, like to where it was.
I mean, you have to, because you know where it is.
It is true.
And Jax is going to point out to everybody, did nobody leave with a book? Did nobody take any rent to get any
We're about to
out? Like,
leave,
Did you?
dear.
no, I didn't need the book. But,
The book.
I mean, if we're going to a new continent, and
We
shouldn't
can't
we
just-
get a map or find, like,
A map? What a great idea!
I have this really old one. Maybe we can update it.
Waypoint
Lukeal,
pops up on
make
map.
a history check.
Okay.
History check.
I haven't cleansed
You
my
can
dice.
do one as well.
But
You were there.
I'll,
For
try.
what? Oh, for what?
You got to roll to find out.
Oh.
History check.
Really did it to myself.
See how good
didn't
our
I?
player memories are.
Oh,
Hell
18.
Nice.
18.
Yeah. 18, maybe.
That there is a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a
Thanks,
10.
thanks Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh my god.
That's a 10, and that makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Why is it
That's
so
her,
good?
What?
Why is it so good?
Anyway, Dawn doesn't remember this, but Luke Heel does.
Yeah, I do.
You had
Dawn
looked
just
at
starts to get hungry for some reason.
you had looked at a book about the continent of Bogmarsh, and
Yes.
it showed you like towns and stuff and layouts and mountain
Oh,
ranges
yeah.
of the place.
Yeah, like,
And it had,
like,
like-
whole like map key, compass rose, you know.
like a map
the
picture.
Whole thing.
Did it have
Yeah.
a map of everything?
It had a map of some things, but you didn't take the book, so you don't
It's a-
have it.
We're not coming back to this continent. I'm not going to check a book out from a library of a place I don't know when I'm going to return to.
A lot of people have.
So
Are you suggesting we
that's
steal?
that's where you
Oh.
can as a. I'm not gonna coach you on this. You gotta figure this out on your own.
I feel like my logic was pretty sound there for a
Bro,
second.
I still got a lot of books I got to return someday.
Yeah.
I told her I'd be back.
It brings me like an old school art class in my mind. If I liked a picture and I couldn't take the book myself, I would just trace it with a piece of paper and a pen.
Oh.
Wow.
See, this is where Dawn is a reflection of Nina, and she only has her charisma.
But
and
anyway,
arms.
Rarity's book. We're going back inside the library.
Yay.
Where's this damn book?
So you lead them back into the library, and you don't need to ask the librarian where the section was because you very clearly remember it, given its imprintation on your brain. And it was a lot of information.
It was.
And yeah, you bring them back to the section that you found the book in. Give me a investigation check.
Can I help since she said it was a black
Sure.
Yeah, me too.
16.
me not having my
16?
dice out?
That is so unlike you.
I know.
Goodness.
Always have my dice out.
10.
10?
I'm a roll 2.
This is the first one I grabbed.
What was the check for?
It's a giant
Investigation.
dice.
Investigation.
Investigation. I got a 10.
12.
10, 12.
16.
Yikes.
So
You didn't need help. We all failed you.
I wanted to roll a d20 just to see what the DC would be on this, so I didn't just make it up out of my butt. You did not meet the number.
Ooh.
I had a feeling.
So the
Of
book,
remembering where it was? I've seen it.
looking for the book,
No.
and the book is no longer there.
Dang take it?
Oh no.
Did somebody take it? Did somebody
These
take said
motherfucking
book?
What was
shadows.
Book of Shadows?
Yeah.
Book of Shadows.
Ira would like to go down and talk to the librarian.
Get the Dewey Decimal System out. Be like, this is exactly where it is.
Wasn't it called Shadows of Arencia?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was black and the light was just shining right
Damn,
on
y'all
it. It
really
was like
did
very...
take notes. I didn't take notes on that.
That is the first note I have taken in probably 6 weeks. I want everybody to know that.
And I'm going to make a history check, but I'm just going to ask because I'm not going to roll for it. This was the monotoned librarian, correct? Or was
Yes.
it? Okay, that's what I thought.
It'll be
Because we
over
went to
there.
2 different libraries last session, so I had to make sure which one it was.
I'll be down to the
We-
left and then a
we
right.
did?
And
We
then
went
a
to
left.
2 different libraries.
No.
No, just one.
Well, see, that's where my memory goes.
It's okay. We all struggle.
It's impressive that you have that many characters swimming up in there.
Yeah. So you go back to the librarian's desk, and she says, "How can I help you?"
Yes, we were just in here. My friend,
Yes, you were.
she points to Verity, located a book called The Shadows of Arencia. We left, we discussed it, we came back in and wanted to check it out. Not literally check it out, but look at it again. And
Maybe check it out.
it's not there now. And I haven't really seen anyone come or go. So do you have magical books that just vanish?
Well, I'm familiar with all the books in this library, and
Whoa.
yes, if you spend enough time here, you can be as knowledgeable as I am.
Wow.
Something to aspire to.
Somebody's nose is in the air.
Eliana's impressed.
There is no such book that exists in this library.
Verity throws her hands up in the air, just like, what the? And just turns around, just
Well,
stares at the wall.
one of us definitely read a book with that title, so I don't know.
Well,
Are there
Maybe
any-
you saw it somewhere else, but it's not here.
We were
No.
just here
Well,
like
we-
3 minutes ago.
we had the title, and
Okay.
I
Cat freaking out.
Gabe was like, you didn't invite me to play, and I'm mad about it.
when we leave here, I can contact my university,
Oh.
and we can see if they have a
I
copy on
forgot.
campus.
Yeah, you went
Was
to
there-
college.
Madam
Technically, I
Librarian.
haven't finished yet.
Oh.
I heard that too.
Did somebody make that noise?
What?
What?
I didn't hear
It
anything.
sounded like
I
a
heard a
meow.
meow, but I didn't do that.
That was not me.
That's crazy.
Well, there's 3 people right now that would make that noise, and none of us did it.
Wild.
No.
Madam
Anyway.
Librarian, are there any other books even remotely close to the one we're looking for?
Anything about fiends?
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of books about celestials and gods, but none of
Fiends.
the title to which you say.
Well, we asked for fiends though.
Are there any texts on
Well,
fiends?
It's all in that same section.
Why is fiends so funny to
celestials,
you?
different higher beings, so to speak.
Do we want to go back and do a little bit more investigating?
Do you have any maps of the realm?
Yeah, Jack's made a good point.
There are specific books on different geographies but given that Bountifolia does stay pretty recluse from the rest of the realm, there is a very limited amount of geography knowledge that exists in this library.
Do you have any of like the large atlas books, like when I would have been a little kid, that we would have
Oh, yes.
had any of
No.
those?
No.
Love Atlas.
Okay, dang. Let's go back to our book. There's a book.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but you do.
It was the
Lukia.
book that had a bog marsh in it.
Will there be anything else?
Yeah, I'm looking for a book on or a book that includes information about bog marsh.
I already gave you that direction 3 minutes ago when you were here previously. Is your memory that short?
Yeah, sorry, could you give me the direction again?
And if it's not the exact same as it was before.
if you so know all of these books in this freaking library like the back of your fucking hand.
Can I roll to see if I remember?
Yeah, roll for
What?
history to see if you remember.
Why
Yeah,
are
'cause
you
clearly we
swearing at
don't.
this librarian?
It's so aggressive. Lukia's like, fuck this lady.
Lukia's also getting
You
hungry.
smacked the table and my fucking D20 literally landed on a 7.
Well, then add guidance.
And guidance.
Done.
Yes.
So-
I am gonna not allow that because the roll had already happened.
Well, because I hit the table.
It changes nothing.
Combined, it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Niner.
Don got a dirty 20.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dirty.
You remember exactly
dirty.
where it is.
Dawn points her finger up in the air and says, uncharacteristically, I remember where this book is,
So
and just
fucking
starts
random.
walking.
Like,
I would
so-
think that that's not uncharacteristic. Dawn would, since you are a very nomadic nature of being in the woods, you remember directions very well.
Actually, that's very
And you're
true.
not stupid. Your intelligence is actually higher than mine.
My rolls
so-
would say otherwise.
At any rate, you guys head back to the geography section, and you were able to remember where that was. And go ahead and make a perception check to see if you find where the book is.
Me or just Dawn?
You both can do it. You both were in the section
Nice.
Perception.
Oh, God.
Oh, nice. It's a 22. Ooh. Okay, that should have been in unison, but we'll work on it.
Okay.
Adding that to the list.
I got a 12.
At 12.
Yeah.
Lukiel doesn't remember where it is, but Dawn is able to find it pretty
Man,
quickly.
I don't really remember where this is.
That's crazy, because I do.
You did just see your friend smack her head against the wall.
It's a little
You're a little
traumatizing.
less.
Yeah, you know what?
You heard of
I'll,
voices
I'll,
in your
I'll
head.
canonize that a little bit. Since you had tried to probe into Verity's mind when you were forcefully pushed backwards, I would say that it kind of affected your kind of vitality of the brain for the moment being.
It would
Yes.
affect anybody, except for the barbarian, apparently.
Well, you didn't try and go inside her head, so.
Correct. The going inside the head thing is.
In your head.
Okay, so I grab the book, open it, skim through. Last time I was in this book, I didn't get any information on the
The mountains, no.
mountains.
Were you guys looking
And
in
I'm
the
mad about
same
that.
book?
You saw that there was a mountain range in the north, but it was not labeled in the book.
North.
What's Glade Mountains?
The Galade Mountains?
Yeah.
That is a mountain range somewhere else.
Where is that?
Glade.
The mountain.
Not in this book.
Why do I have that written down?
I don't know.
I
I
need-
think you actually looked up a book about the mountain ranges of the realm, but not actually of Bogmarsh. That was him.
Oh.
You were looking at mountain ranges. He was looking for Bogmarsh, the continent. But
Great.
You, for some reason, remembered where his book was, but not yours.
It's in the region of, it's in the kitchen region in Trash Can Palace, the Glade Mountains.
I
No,
got that.
The Galade Mountains are actually a part of the Marian
While
continent.
we're here,
Yes.
can I look
Oh,
for
Maureen.
a book with a world map?
Wait, I'm not done looking at my book.
Sure.
Okay.
You can make an
Well,
investigation
nothing
check.
was happening, so I thought I'd
And
ask.
the book that you find on Bogmarsh that was the book that Lukiel found earlier, it talks about a couple of different places in the Bogmarsh continent and kind of the shape of it. The Rivermire, Swamp Tree, Luer, the Aeronautics Association of Orencia, Bogwash City, and the village of Merkinshire.
What is this in reference to again?
I like Bogwash.
The continent of Bogwash.
I forgot about
Bogmarsh.
Or
AAA.
Bogmarsh.
That's like all the little cities?
Yeah, that's all the cities in that continent, and it kind of like gives you the shape of it and everything.
It's like, is Bogwash like the cousin of Bogmarsh?
Is it like an actual map she finds?
yeah, it's like a like, you know, you see in like reference books, there's like a picture of like a continent. That's what's there.
But the mountain range isn't
The mountain
labeled.
ranges aren't labeled. No, there's
Guys,
just there's
if-
various mountain ranges and forests and stuff that's kind of scattered throughout this thing. But there's a mountain range to the north at the very north part of the continent, but it is not labeled.
If we
Man, I
can
didn't get
find
no information on these
some
mountains.
paper and some supplies, I can definitely I can drop a map. I can mimic it.
All right, that would be great.
Yeah, I think if we could find
I
Macmillan,
have-
McGraw, and Hill personally and find the book that they made on the map,
Yeah,
then I think we would succeed.
I
I don't know if anyone got that reference.
I don't understand that reference. I wish I did.
Macmillan, McGraw, Hill.
Oh, yeah.
They made like all of the textbooks for like.
They still do. They still make a lot of them.
Yeah.
Go
Sorry, I
ask the
was-
librarian for
Neurodivergent as a
paper
child.
and a
I'll do that. As soon
We
as
apparently have
as
a
soon
quill.
as we're not stalling for DM being gone for
If the DM doesn't give you a piece of paper, I'm rioting. I'm pretty sure, considering this was his idea, he'll give us a piece of paper.
I do have proficiency in painter supplies and navigator's tools.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
What?
That
Yeah.
feels conveniently placed.
I was proficient in that before I knew we were going sailing. I made that when I made my character sheet.
Do we know we're going sailing yet?
Well, it's another continent. I would think so.
We gotta go somewhere.
Hi, DM. I would like to go to the librarian for some supplies to make a map.
Okay.
Copy.
What was your perception check before?
It wasn't good. It was a 9.
Okay, yeah, you did fine.
I figured I wouldn't mention it since it was so bad.
Hey, all rolls are important rolls.
Well, sometimes.
So you go back to the librarian.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yes,
I'm sorry my friend swore at you.
you get. It
You didn't
happens.
you didn't deserve that. I was wondering if you have some like paper and pens or like some paintbrushes, anything like that available.
Does this look like a craft shop?
No.
Sometimes libraries host children's activities, so I wasn't sure.
And I figured some people take notes in libraries, so I was wondering if you have anything to scribble something down.
I mean, there is a quill and ink, and she kind of like points over to like part of the counter.
Oh, incredible.
That's good, because Dawn's next move was to rip a page out of the book.
Bro.
So she gives you quill and ink, and you are able to take that with you.
Awesome. I'm gonna start copying down the map and tracing it, hopefully on the page, because I have proficiency in painter's supplies and navigator's tools. If that
Okay.
helps me in any way.
Give me a performance check.
Guidance.
That's a natural one.
Okay.
Well,
Did you just stab holes through the paper by
I don't know
accident?
what, I don't know what
happened?
proficiency does for me either. I don't know what a proficiency does. I can just use it.
can you use guidance on a nat 1?
No.
It
It only gives you can only get a +4.
So I would say you still you can you trace this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's not
You
good.
just do a really shitty job.
It's really bad. I get the general shapes.
Literally, the rest of the campaign is thrown off because our map is so shittily drawn because of a nat 1. And that's D&D.
Damn. If only I was a divination wizard. Or had the lucky feet.
How's it going?
I'm not used to using such a fine tip when drawing.
and Jax looks at Ira and is like, "Babe, can you do the thing with your hands?"
What
And-
thing with my hands
He's referring to your prestidigitation
to make it?
to make it not suck. Because it alters the appearance of things.
Do that thing you do with your
Isn't it
head.
only temporary though?
Yeah, it's only for an hour.
Yeah, it's only for an hour. It doesn't permanently change
Unless
it.
you want to flavor it.
So go ahead and do it. And
Okay.
let me cook.
I mean, it's a cantrip, so it's
So
done.
you just do it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's done.
It gives it. So you're on your very crudely crayon drawing almost. It shows that there's a second set of lines that kind of almost appears in where it should have been. Almost like a photocopy of the lines.
Yeah.
And I'll let you make another performance
Okay.
check to try to retrace
I'm going to guide myself.
the magic lines that have shown up on the page.
I'm going to guide myself. Where's my fucking D4s?
And I will say that if you decide to flip the paper over, the lines will be visible on both sides. If you want to start over.
Yeah, was there a new, because I don't want to confuse us. Should I get a new piece of paper?
Let me see if I have something in
Well,
my
she casted it
inventory.
on that piece of paper, so
Okay.
if you flip it over, the lines will still be visible, so you can just retrace it, but without having to look at the book.
I have
Oh, I
ink if
rolled
you
a
run
4
out.
on my guidance. So let's see. 19 plus 4 plus 2.
There we go.
Okay, yes. So as you flip the paper over and you essentially see these lines that are kind of magically protruding almost out of the paper, you're able to take the quill and trace around what actually is the continent of Bogmarch's
It just
topography.
took a second try. I'm just really not used to quills. Really not used to it.
In
What other things do you do with your hands, Ira?
She asks very innocently. To be like,
Ira,
and Jax gives
Ira,
Eliana a nudge with his elbow.
What?
and Ira blushes.
And given the score that you rolled for the performance, you take the you're able to kind of put the names to the different spots in the map, kind of accordingly to the map that's on the page.
Is this
Sorry.
of all of Arencia?
no.
No.
It's Bogmarsh.
This
Oh,
is just one continent.
Just Bogmarsh? Oh.
Sorry you can kind of see the mess up on the other side.
Oh, to answer your question of things that I've done with my hands before,
Yeah.
remind me to tell you of the time where I got us out of a bind with a tabaxi kind of like gang leader by
Whoa.
prestidigitationing some stereotypical cat toys like strings and toy mice. And yeah, they got us out of the ship where we met you.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yep.
That was a. Dawn's like, her eyes are wide, and she's like, I can not wait to ask about all of this later. Because she also had the dirty mind at the beginning, and she was like, whoa, what's happening? She's like, what are we opening up to?
Okay. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm gonna ask Dawn what she would do with her hands, because her hands are so big.
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do you do with big hands? 'Cause, like,
Strangle people.
oh well, you know.
Just wrap it around their neck.
What?
Give a little, and then, you know. What else do I do with my hands? I'm really good at coconut picking.
Damn.
Fair
It's
enough.
one of my special skills.
That's pretty cool.
Also proficient in
That's pretty cool.
just fruit in general. However, coconuts are where my specialty lies.
Nice.
What time of day is it? Is the library closing soon?
Didn't we come here like right in the morning?
It's like morning-ish.
Like 10 a.m.
Oh,
It's like
well, they're gonna be
it's like
open for a
11 or
hot minute.
12.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it closes in 8 hours.
And Jax is gonna channel his inner Roman and says, "Can we move on?"
Guys, I rolled woe for my dailies. Finally.
Yay!
well, I don't really even know what that means.
Okay,
Means I can cause problems.
that's what you think.
Oh.
Anyway,
Are we? So, do we have the map and everything? Then?
You like slurred your R's and it's like awi. Sorry.
Are we ready? Are we going? What do we do?
Anyways.
Letters, Emperor, map. Do we got the map so we can go to the
so
Emperor?
you guys
we
have the
can
map of
leave?
Bogmarsh that you've traced, and kind of scribbled the names of onto the thing. Is there anything else you would like to do here in the library?
Not in the library.
Oh, yep. Verity would like to, as we're walking out,
Mhm.
Okay.
Verity wants to like kind of stop slowly by the librarian and goes, "What's that?" And she's gonna cast thaumaturgy and create phantom sounds of pigeons, just a lot of pigeons in the ceiling,
Okay.
and then just keep walking out.
You little mischievous monkey, you.
I'm
Just because she doesn't have a personality doesn't mean we need to, punish her.
I just want to play into my trickster rogue.
Yeah, you do.
What's your intelligence score?
She's getting out her aggression right now.
16.
Okay. She rolled a 17, so she hears the noises, but is not as easily like, "Oh my god," to run off to them.
Didn't realize she was that boring. Amazing. Good for her. She's so unfazed. What a lady. What a cow. Her cares are just so low to
this
the
Dawn?
floor.
What are we moving on to, gang?
leaving the library.
Yes, you guys are
We-
leaving
yeah,
the
well-
library.
What were the rest of our plans?
I do have the letters for the emperor that we need to
Yes.
give him
Yes.
before.
Eliana, did you want to go see that vet about
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Stella?
Yes.
Dawn wants to go to a potions shop and get some kind of a potion that she can buy so that she doesn't have to almost die more as much as she has.
Yeah.
A potion of healing?
So yeah,
Everybody
health
else got one, and I was like, nah, I'm good. And then I was like,
I
and then the
didn't-
last fight we got into, I was like, I'm clearly not good.
I didn't
Says
get
the
one.
one with the literal highest
With
HP
the
of
most
the entire
HP.
party.
Wow.
Listen,
She's scared.
big trees fall hard, okay?
Damn, you're so true. So true.
Okay, so you can go look for a potions person. Are you going off on your own?
Does anybody want to come with me?
I'll go with you. I also let all your out of the box.
Okay. So Ira and Dawn are going to find a potions shop.
Is anyone else coming with
Or-
us?
I could go.
I'm going to
I don't think I've ever even gotten potions before.
And then we can
I've
all go to the
been
Emperor
looking for
together
potions.
Yeah.
before we head out. You have?
Yes.
Why does your face look like that when you
I've
say
been
that?
looking for the potion seller.
I'll go
Okay,
with
so
you,
the-
Eliana.
All right. So the,
Say
I
it's
will
no
not
one-
the three
elaborate
of
further.
you are going to the potions person.
Is Jax going
I'm
with
using
Eliana?
those words specifically for a reason.
The potion person.
And
Is Jax going with Eliana for Cole?
no. He's like, he found the book. He learned some stuff. He's cool with it. He's gonna stick around with you guys.
Where are y'all going?
So those two are going to the Preslana's veterinary clinic that's in the city.
Oh, what's wrong with Stella?
Nothing. I just want to learn more about her.
Oh, that's nice.
And we're going to go to the potion shop.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want anything to happen to you. Get kidnapped or something again.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You get kidnapped one time, and now every time you want to go on a walk or sleep outside, everybody's like, "Oh, don't get kidnapped."
Yeah, I know.
We're
Don't
still
be
in the-
pink.
We're still in the same city.
Stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, and here everything else is pink, and I already stand out. So, God,
Look, you're the one that wanted to sleep outside. So
Like
it
a
is.
weirdo.
It is my natural state.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. What
if
can
only
I say?
you were better with animals.
If only I would
That's okay. I'm
Get
good
my-
with animals.
axe out quickly and beat the crap out of wolves when they come around. But I'll have another chance. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so the four of you go off to the potions person, and, and Verity and Eliana head off to Preslana's veterinary practice.
Ooh. Coin flip.
Oh, he's deciding who goes first.
Okay, Eliana and Verity.
Hey.
Oh.
Dang it.
What is going on over there, Luke?
He's so excited.
I'll explain.
I know.
No. So you guys head off to the district that she had told you where the veterinary practice was. It is in the Chokunin district. So you come upon a quaint building kind of located in the quiet corner of the Shokunin district, just kind of set away from a lot of the other buildings. Its exterior is modest yet inviting. It's kind of soft, earthy colors, walls painted in a shades of mute cream, giving it a gentle, comforting appearance. There's kind of some wooden lattice framing the windows, each adorned with like some flowers and vines that have been cultivated to grow on those. Above the front door is a carved wooden sign hanging that's depicting a blooming flower with a paw print in its center. Lanterns in the shape of delicate cherry blossoms hang from the awning. In the front yard, there's like some small garden spaces where like herbs and medicinal plants are kind of growing, neatly arranged in some flower beds. And as you step inside, the interior feels like you're entering kind of like more like a cozy home rather than a clinic. The entryway opens into a reception area furnished with woven floor mats and soft cushions for seating. The walls are decorated with tapestries depicting various animals, like domestic pets, birds, and the native creatures of the nearby sanctuary, including the beloved hop owls. shelves lined with scrolls, jars of medicinal powders and dried herbs, and small bottles kind of run along the walls behind the counter. A gentle aroma of chamomile and lavender fills the air.
Ooh.
So you step in and like it's almost like there's like a little bell that kind of dings as you walk inside. And a woman in her early 40s, kind of some gentle features on her face, kind of with chestnut brown hair, kind of tied back in like a loose braid, few wisps of it kind of falling in front of her face, kind of steps forward and says, hi, yes, how can I help you?
Hello. I was referred by the Hopal Sanctuary to your clinic. I have a kind of a rare circumstance here. So this fox, her name is Stella. She is a
Kitsune.
yeah.
Go on.
So you recognize her on sight?
Oh, yes, they are very unique creatures. It's
I suppose she is blue. It's not really normal.
That's
for
not
foxes.
necessarily abnormal, but I guess she would look like a normal fox, given that she only has one tail at the moment. But as she ages and gets stronger, there'll be more that'll grow.
Oh.
That's typically the part of their anatomy, I guess I could say. Is as they get older, they grow more tails, and is getting up to 9 at their full size and strength. So, her current size, she could get much larger. Is there something wrong with her? Is she sick, or?
I mean, not that I know of. I guess I'm just looking to learn more about Kitsune.
Yeah, there's little to know about the animals, given its like mystical nature, and a lot of what people know about them is kind of enrooted in a lot of myths and legends. But has she shapeshifted?
Yes, a few times actually.
Interesting. Well, keep an eye on when she shifts.
Okay.
There's legend and myth that they can shapeshift and often possess women and cause chaos.
Oh.
But nevertheless,
Okay.
keep this kitsune safe,
Stella.
as it seems to have chosen you as its protector.
Stella, are you gonna behave yourself?
She kind of like barks like in response. Kind of like a mouth open like. I do apologize. I specialize in a lot of rare creatures given the nature of this continent, but kitsunes are still more of a myth than an actuality. So
Well, she's right here, so.
yeah, I mean, she
You
could
know?
be the only one of her kind. So definitely just be careful.
That. Oh,
No
okay.
pressure.
No pressure. Sorry.
Stella, we are gonna have to have a talk about when you're out when it's dangerous.
Okay, Mom.
Is there anything else? You want me to check her health? Give her like an exam or?
I mean, here, let me see what we got here. I think I still have it prepped. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And I am going to ask, so Stella, are you okay with getting, like a checkup, I guess? Because sometimes even I'm sick and I don't even know it, and my mom would like check me up and like show like, hey, I'm getting a cough, or like the seasonal allergies are coming in. So, you never know, just in case.
Not those seasonal allergies for foxes. God, I'll take your whole day out.
She says, "Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't feel any different, but yeah,
Okay.
you think it's wise,
Okay. Yeah, she said she's up for it. She's okay with it.
Oh, all right, right this way, and she kind of escorts you back into like one of like the main treatment rooms. It's kind of divided by some like shoji screens and like the privacy stuff that you've seen in a lot of other buildings. There's a lot of like healing charms and small totems kind of all over the place. The room contains.
What are you doing,
I-
Yeah, what are
Verity?
you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm just staying back. I'm not gonna.
You're gonna stay in the lobby.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the lobby. I feel like it'd be uncomfortable for Stella. So
Do you want to? Are you?
I'll just stay back here. You do
Okay.
you.
Just doing like crossword puzzles, like legs crossed in a chair.
Looking at some of like
Sudoku.
the like old magazines that are on the table in the waiting room.
Like, what's in the entertainment industry in Bloom Kingdom?
Good question.
There is like a pamphlet on there that's like a recent article about the hero celebration that had just occurred.
Oh
Nope.
my gosh, like Time magazine. Like what's like the front cover of Time magazine? And this like not sponsored.
So in the like
Anyways.
in the treatment room, it's like a large polished wooden kind of examination table. It's low enough for easy access, kind of covered with like a soft mat for like different like animals, like their comfort.
Did you
and stuff
say
while they're on it.
mat or a map?
Mat?
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, my brain is.
Along one side, there's like a row of bamboo baskets, each lined with like wool. It kind of serves as like resting spot for animals recovering from treatments and stuff like that. So the she kind of like does what you've seen. You probably have seen it like your vet's visits and stuff, where she kind of like checks the teeth and like checks to make sure like everything's good. Looks in the ears.
Feels the
Checks her weight.
primordial sac. Do foxes have that?
What?
You don't know? Cats have primordial sacs.
Primordial.
Like
It's
the
a pouch.
It's a pooch.
pouch.
Yeah, it
Or-
like extends and expands as they kind
pouch.
of move and slink.
Not a sack.
Not a sac.
Not a sac.
Sorry, guys.
So it's like a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah, they're not kangaroos.
So she says that she goes, well, she's in very good health, and like I said, as she gets bigger, like, she will have more like tails that kind of grow, and as she gets older and stronger, and that the highest of this would be 9 tails. It does look like there's one that could potentially starting to grow, and she kind of like it's like looking at the like towards the back, and like there's like a kind of like almost like a nub that's kind of like sticking out. This is definitely a female fox.
Mm-hmm.
And has she? What is the forms that she shapeshifted into before?
She's been a woman with blue hair.
Does not transformed into a man at all.
No.
Well, they do have the capabilities of switching into both, so I guess she finds more safety in the female form around you. But yeah, I see there's no health issues, and she's perfectly healthy, good weight. Eating habits are that of like a normal fox's diet, different fruits, and they're omnivores, so they do eat some meat from time to time. So some good protein sources would be good for her to have.
Similar to the diet of a fox.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Just wanted to make sure.
Um,
One worry I have is how she is. I'm an adventurer.
yes.
So I'm just a little worried about her getting into trouble when we come across threats and dangers.
There are ways that you can house these animals, I guess, in certain situations, but none that I have any knowledge of, no, unfortunately.
I think my friend has I don't know if she'll let me use it though, but I could ask. She has a little place for her, little hop owl, so.
I strongly advise against that, just because foxes' nature typically could be predatory against rabbits in time to time. I know that hot balls can typically hold their own, given that they have the talons that they do, and that they have the flight abilities, but rabbits are still prey animals after all, and that is a significant trait of hot owls.
Well, they seem to get along so far, but yeah.
Then I suggest you just keep cultivating that relationship, and potentially you could
Okay.
probably use the same habitat. Is this a mobile habitat that you carry with
Yes.
you?
It's a little box, about the size of a pencil case, actually.
It seems a bit cramped, but
It's way bigger on the inside. It's like a whole atmosphere.
interesting. And she kind of like pulls out like a notebook from her like apron and is like scribbling it down. And how did she come about having this box?
I don't think Iris told.
You don't know how.
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah.
so.
I don't know. I actually met her when she had it already. So
Well, I would love to know more about it. If you find any more knowledge, it could help with the betterment and the safety of different domestic companions and things that people have. But
yeah, that would be good for like rescues, maybe even like a sort of
Yeah.
capture and release.
I would say so.
Got to curb those cats somehow.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Whatever you say, And do give Ayumi my regards if you see her again.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
Do I sense anything else behind that? Tell Ayumi I said hi. Is there anything there?
Make a
Insight check?
yeah. Sorry, brain fart.
That is a 18.
An 18. You can sense a level of affection there. Yeah.
Yay. Cuties. I'm not sure if I'll be going back to Hot Powell Hills anytime soon, but if I do see her, I will let her know. She thinks you're getting a little handsy.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad that I could get a chance to examine this kind of a specimen. And you had noticed that throughout the exam that she was making like kind of very diligent notes, just because I would think that this is the first time she has seen kind of like a kitsune up close.
Well, thank you for your care.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And trust me, the honor's mine to be able to examine this kind of a specimen. And so it's the exam's on the house. I wouldn't charge you
Oh.
anything for that. Do you need her like nails trimmed, teeth cleaned while she's here?
My gosh. The works. It's like, what tier of car wash do you want?
Stella, do you have any questions you'd like answered?
No.
Any
not,
treatment?
not really. I just stops feeling me up. That'd be fine. Oh, I mean, I can assure you this is just standard
I know.
procedure.
I know.
She may be more used to the natures of the wild, so she may not be used to this kind of care or,
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very
anytime.
much. And
I'm going to give her 10 gold.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Well,
That's a good amount of gold, dude. My goodness.
Era gave a 100 gold donation to Hot Bell Hills.
And
Fair.
during this examination too, like Preslana was giving, was like kind of like brushing her, like kind of getting the like undercoat that definitely needed to be taken out given her nature and stuff like that. And for no nefarious purposes, right? Like you can make an insight check if you'd like, but she's not using any kind of like nefarious purposes whatsoever, but she's kind of like saving the fur just for further examination, just kind of research notes and things like that.
For further examination.
sorry, I'm taking notes.
That's fine.
I'm sorry for the silence, everyone. I apologize.
all right, well, I guess we're ready to head out.
Okay.
Verity!
Yes.
What have you been doing?
She's like napping on the chair. She's like
kicking
feet
back.
up in the air and she's like, what?
That's canon now. I accept that as
Okay.
It's the first good sleep she's
As
gotten
my-
in weeks.
literally.
I do not disturb you. I just sit down and wait.
Okay.
She needs some sleep, bro.
Hold on. Let me. Oh,
You got a
dang.
natural 20.
I did get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Verity wakes up.
No.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I was going to
Okay.
let you sleep.
It's okay. We need to. We'll catch up with the others.
Okay.
End scene.
Insane.
Meanwhile, with Luke Heel, Ira, Dawn, and Jax, you guys head over to the Kodaina Ichiba district looking for a potions person. And You don't really see anything that's like says that they're like a potion like vendor, but you do see something like a sort of like an apothecary. It's known as the Golden Lily Apothecary.
Aw.
That's cute.
Okay.
Ira is hoping to replace her potion of supreme healing that she had to use.
That shit's expensive as fuck.
I'm aware, but it was worth it.
You approach. You see this like it's a very kind of serene looking shop. There's a lot of like aromas of herbs and flowers as you approach. When you enter, the shelves are kind of stocked with jars, dried herbs, tinctures. There are some potions behind like the selling counter of like things that are like in a glass case that are kind of the more expensive ones. But yeah.
What's apothecary again?
Like a medical shop.
Yeah. Like herbs and salves and herbalist kind of stuff.
Tinctures.
Not salvia.
Medications. Potions of healing.
Just
And there's a person there?
Yes, there's kind of a woman, kind of again early 40s, soft features, kind eyes, kind of long, kind of black
Oh.
hair.
So nice. Is there like a bell or anything?
It's not a large, like very large shop. This is kind of a more moderate sized one, so it's very like noticeable when people are coming and going.
Oh, okay.
But you walk in and she says, "Oh, hello, welcome in. What can I do for you?"
Hi. I seem to get myself into fights and keep wounding myself pretty intensely. You got any and Don like winks, for that.
Well, I can offer you advice to probably don't do that then.
That's some pretty sound advice that unfortunately I'm going to have to decline at this time. Do you have anything else?
Well, I mean, I've got different herbs and things that you can craft different potions and things to help you out, but I don't know if you're a skilled herbalist or not. You look a little bit more rough and tumbled than the rest of you.
You have some very good observation skills, milady. I would have no idea what to do with some of this. Can I make a history check? Do I know anything?
Sure, you can make a history check, yeah.
Let's see. I mean, like, I am like, I like the earth and stuff.
There's also like a difference between liking the earth and being like, I know what all this
Things
shit
are.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You could be a
currently
naturalist,
trying
but
to
not an
learn.
herbalist.
No, I'm extremely aware of that.
I'm
fact.
trying to learn herbs
Yeah.
right now in real life, and it's kind of hard to
complex,
memorize
yeah.
everything.
What did you say? A perception? What did you say?
History.
A history.
You asked for a history check. You asked
Oh,
me.
I asked
It's
for
like
that.
you asked for the specific roll.
It was a 9.
Much like your remembering of the role, you do not know anything. Or
Correct.
at least not
correct.
anything other than like, this is grass, these are trees.
That is
Yeah.
clearly a dried plant. That one is also a dried plant. I like give it a little like touch of like something, and I'm like, if I were to craft anything, how would I go about that?
I don't think you'd do very well, but I can always craft something for you if you pay me. It's a service I offer. I have a lot of skills with different herbs and crafting potent remedies. And
How long would that take?
oh, it just depends on the grade and the different types of things that I need to put into it, but it shouldn't take me too long. It's
Lucio
not
looks
like it's
over-
going to take a whole day.
Luke looks over at Don. He's like, "Do you even like know what you want?"
To not die, and that is the ultimate goal.
Okay.
Trust me, honey, I've been doing that for years and it still hasn't worked.
Like,
Wait, does that mean she's died and come back? The way she said that, I've been trying to do that. It hasn't been working.
Well, you're not there.
Okay.
So you wouldn't know.
Ira like raises her hand like in the back to get
Yes, you did.
how much is a potion of superior healing?
That's going to be 100 gold.
Superior, not supreme.
80 gold then? If you want a little bit of
Damn.
a grade less, it's still quite expensive.
Do bundled pricing? So if I were to get 6,
Whoa.
I'm not there, which is lucky for you.
It'd still be
Why?
about 420 gold.
can Eliana make these?
400.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask her. I'm like, how do you make this stuff? Can Eliana make them?
I don't know. Well, she's not here. We can't ask her.
Crap.
I know.
Does she have a stone?
She's
So-
like magical with plants and stuff, so maybe
I
she
don't know.
can.
Do you have a
I don't know.
scrending stone? Who has the other one?
She's in a completely different continent.
Oh, that's right. No duh.
She's not here.
Hey, guys,
What
what
did you-
are you talking about?
We're trying to figure out if Eliana can make anything that make something, but we'll just buy the supplies here.
Well, how are we even going to know? She's not here.
Exactly. That was literally the conversation we were having.
So,
Do you have
So-
any maps?
No, dearie, I don't sell anything like that.
Do you have one personally?
Of the realm?
No, I
Okay.
don't keep that kind of information.
Right.
do you, by chance, so we find ourselves to be in a bit of a tussle sometimes, a little bit of a combat with
That's what the big one was saying, yeah?
would you by chance happen to sell any like performance enhancing potions for those
got a
types
bit of
of
trouble there, do you, lad? Need a little help? I've got some herbals for that if you need
little
it.
pick me up. What's your
A little bit of ashwagandha, you know?
what's your strongest Okay.
Door Lukiel opened right into there.
I don't know what that does, and I don't know what that is, so I'm going to ignore that.
No, it's just him using
We will talk about
actual IRLer.
we'll talk about it later.
She's an herbalist. She's got knowledge.
I'm completely missing this conversation. I don't know what's happening.
What is
I
the
zoned out.
what
Yeah, our DM lost his mind over that joke.
what is the strongest potion that you sell?
That'd be the potion of superior healing. Or supreme healing, I guess.
Are you sure that that's your strongest one?
Yeah.
She seemed very confident when she answered that, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Is
Why?
this-
What do you want?
Because we're going to be going into battle.
Are
we're
we?
going to need a pretty strong potion.
Are we going into
Is
battle?
this one a little slow?
Wow.
He's not the best listener.
offended.
He's,
Lukiel's just been walking around the shop
I just
like
want to make
sniffing things.
sure, right? I'm just trying to make sure.
Do you have a? Do you
he's
have
doing
a?
a bit.
I know the bit.
I don't get it.
Anyways,
Like I said, lad, it's the potion of supreme healing. I don't know how to spell that out
He
anymore.
wanted the bit, and Justin said no.
and so do you have any potions for if we run into dragons?
Hey, the last dragon we ran into was quite nice. Thank you.
There's another dragon that Lukiel's aware of that you don't know about. That's large and scary and
Yes.
metal.
Yes.
So I think that's probably what he's talking about. It's
yeah,
not
that's
friendly.
exactly. Yeah, that's
It's not friendly.
100% what I was talking about.
I was
1,000,000%.
So
I've already told you I can either make some healing potions. You guys are a little bit on the different side of the people that usually come in here.
well, that
we're
would
not
be
from
an
here. That probably
understatement.
That's
explains
not
it.
unapparent.
Okay, so we got supreme, and then superior,
And then
and
there's
then
greater.
and then
There's just normal healing.
and then
No healing.
No,
You got no healing at that point.
water.
You can just drink some water and try to stay hydrated and
some hot
sit your
water.
ass on the chair.
Great. So it goes. Just so I'm clear, water, no healing, greater.
No. There's regular healing.
Oh, my
and
bad.
then greater.
Water, no healing. No, I guess no healing. Water
It's
does
water.
something. Regular, greater, superior, supreme.
Proud of you.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Great.
that would
Can
be
I
correct.
get some? How much is some regular, run of the mill healing?
Healing potions will cost you about 70 gold.
70 gold
Oh my
For a
god.
regular one?
for a regular?
Healing potions aren't cheap, lass.
And then a
So,
superior
wait.
is 80 gold?
Yeah, I
That's a
think.
steal.
Yeah, I'm really curious
I
as
am not
to
going to
who's
say
making your
anything. Unless DM
Well, that
wants
pricing.
me to.
I'm saying the pricing structure.
Do we have a, what was that one guy at the inn?
He's
What
gonna
was
look
his
it
name?
up, and y'all are gonna be shook.
I already.
What do you mean
I already
shook?
did the goog.
What do you mean what do you mean shook? We're gonna be shook? That it still
Potions aren't-
costs?
They're not cheap.
So, okay, I stand corrected a little bit.
He did the
Fuck.
goog.
The potion of common healing is 50 gold,
Great. That makes that maths.
and you're lucky on the superior healing. I'm giving you a bit of a deal, lass. So I wouldn't
The
talk about
biggest
my prices.
fucking deal to ever
And if
exist.
you want the superior, the supreme healing potion, it's about 5,000 gold.
Yeah, a superior potion is 2,000 gold, guys. He was
You-
gonna give it to you for like 100.
I should
If
have.
you wanted to, I was trying to be nice because you seem a little bit out of town. But since you want to comment on my prices so much, I'm
So-
going to give you the real deal.
No,
okay,
no, no. What I was
That's why.
saying-
That's why I was like, you guys are lucky that I'm
No, no.
not here.
No. What I was saying was, I
My
thought it
bad.
was generous for your superior to be 80 if your standard is 70.
And then you asked me about bulk pricing, so you're trying to get a discount.
I mean,
We were just,
you can't
know,
not try.
I'll give you that.
True.
Worst
a
thing you
little
can do
bit.
is tell me no. We're not
Yeah,
going to kill
that's
me
true.
over
You
it.
got a lot of questions as a group, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do a supreme healing for 100 gold.
Yeah, I was like, if she's selling these superiors for 100 gold,
A
I'll
supreme?
come in here.
A supreme healing potion. That's 5,000 gold there, Chief.
Yeah,
was that
so
not
sorry.
the one that you said originally
You said
was 100?
superior.
don't
I said superior.
Was 80.
I feel attitude in that corner, and we are trying to get this for 100 gold. So watch it. Don't make me fake charm you, okay?
Fake
I mean,
charming.
And by fake charm, don't
I mean, we're
You don't
losing,
wanna
we're
find-
losing
you
the
don't-
fight now. So
you don't want to find out what my fake charm is. Okay?
Just hit him over the head.
With the great axe.
Go bonk. Bonk.
I'm not gonna tell you, milady.
tips fedora.
And I would think that you, since you're so tall, you have to kind of like
lean
down.
like way lean down and put my forearm on the counter. Once again, we'll finish up 3 supreme healing potions
Supreme?
for literally.
Superior. It's superior.
I'm so sorry. I've stand corrected. Superior. Dawn is like batting her eyes. For 300 gold, please. I recognize that you said 80 earlier. We'll just
Round up.
Well,
we'll-
actually,
we'll
I
glance over that.
I gave you the real prices. It was 500 apiece.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Mhm.
you can go ahead and make a persuasion check if you'd like. to
I'm
see.
also going to make a
Guidance.
persuasion
You're going to
check.
get guidance on that. So add a
Thank
d4.
you.
How faster than mine.
Hey, look, Heel, but how are
My
you
D4s are in
persuading? What are you
plastic
adding
bags.
the conversation? What do you say to invoke your persuasion?
Yes. What are you saying to persuade her? I know Dawn's giving her.
Dawn's
Oh,
doing
no.
her fucking.
Dawn's doing a
No.
little.
I mean, it's not great. Earlier, RIL, I was sent a video that says like when barbarians want to make a persuasion check, but then they make a strength check instead, and it's basically like them just flexing their muscles, trying to like use that as charisma instead of actual persuasion.
Are you going to?
I would love to see how that works out for you.
Lukiel says, we promise to literally never come back here and show our face in this shop ever again.
Damn, that's actually pretty persuasive.
That doesn't help make me money there, bud.
Oh.
What did you
Yeah, but mine's
what did you
only
roll for
2.
persuasion?
Not. I rolled a 10 in total. I rolled a 4. Guidance was 4. My persuasion is +2. That's why I wanted to ask about my lovely muscles.
My
Sweet.
persuasion was a 24. So
Ooh.
What the hell? He's just coming out of the woodworks. He like pops his head out and he's like, "Hey there, lady."
I'll do you a favor. So
that
look,
hair.
if you you don't come back here asking any more dumb questions,
Nope.
I'll give you a potion of greater healing for 80 gold.
We will take that.
yeah. Yep.
We will take
It's
that.
80, it's 80 for one, just to be clear.
Oh, Crystal,
So if you each are buying one,
we are. You generous,
240.
lovely.
it'd be 240 for the 3 of you.
Absolutely. Chalk it up, guys. No?
Yours okay.
What?
So then it's just 160 for the 2.
Are you doing it?
It's a lot of gold, but like, we've already.
Dawn's doing it. This is what she came
We've
here
made
for.
it this
She
far
had
without potions. Like Ira's only had to use 1, I think.
I have used a lot of spell slots healing people.
When you're
Yeah, I'm
Just
doing
saying.
it.
when you're
Not
down
there.
when you're down to death saves, you can't use potions on yourself.
All right, so
right.
you,
Someone
so you
else
can
use
take
them on you.
Okay.
80 gold out of your inventory, Dawn.
I will. You best believe Dawn is about to be just like whacking open cartons looking for gold. Can I have it 600% off, please?
Because I like the way your wings look there, lad. I'll take about 5 gold off of it. So it's 75. Because you got nice fancy wings.
Oh, thank you so much. You have
Yeah.
a very nice shop. Very well kept.
Yeah, so 75 gold for the potion of greater healing.
75.
Lucio leans into Ira and goes, "Is
So he's
Is
getting
that-
it for 75
is that a good deal?
You are
Is that
keen-
Because he's
Good.
more good looking than I am? Is that what I?
It's because he's got better charm there, lass.
I would like, because he's asking
Dawn
me
start-
if he's getting a good deal. I want to roll to see if Ira would know.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll history. I think it would be history. Not really like a business savvy.
18.
Yeah, I would think so, considering they usually go for about 100. He's getting about 25 gold off.
I mean,
Can Dawn just start
you could do worse.
flexing her muscles in the back and be like,
It's true.
I recognize his persuasion of words, but what about my persuasion of... And she winks while flexing.
I mean, you've already paid me your gold. I can't really give it back. It's against business. You know, it's bad business.
I could probably expense 75. I could do 75.
You could expense it. Who are you expensing it to?
No, not.
It's a tax write-off.
It's for the company, actually.
So you so take 75 gold out of your thing, and then go ahead and in your inventory add potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Dawn's pissed. 5 freaking gold.
Because you only rolled a 10.
Yeah, but
like
my
going off the dice.
muscles will always roll a good number. So,
Why is there's not. It doesn't specify a potion of greater
If you
heal-
type in
I
potion of
just-
healing,
I
it'll
threw it
put
in there.
greater in
You're good.
parentheses.
Hit
Yeah.
refresh on your page. I got it in there. I
Oh,
put it in there.
Okay.
I was just slower when it came to Dawn's, so I couldn't do it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god, there it is. Wow. Oh my god, that's so cool. Thank
so
you.
You have taken the gold out of both of your inventories. Oh, would that be anything else? Did you need any like herbs or salves or any other things of that nature?
I'm interested in some herbs.
80 gold, wasn't that enough?
You got any herbs to like help?
I
to, like,
definitely heard that there, lass.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little mad you gave it to my friend for 75. Just because he's
Oh,
better
it's
looking than
5
I
gold.
am.
I wouldn't cry over it. Your
Dawn's-
muscles will make up for the rest.
Dawn starts crying.
I can like wait. Luke Heel's like Don. Like I can like buy one for you, and like you like if you want to like Venmo me. Like
I'm not going to get another one. I already got one.
okay, well the
She
offer
seems to-
stood. So
Yeah, but she's not
um,
going to... What are you going to do? Take mine and return it? So...
I'm particularly looking for herbs to help to chill out because I feel like I'm on edge a lot of the time. So
You could come with me and we could, do a little... hit some trees and stuff. Do a little
what was
punching
that?
and... that's what fighting sounds make. Yeah. You haven't heard when I murder people? That's what it sounds like? Exactly. Maybe that'll chill you out a little bit. Come, beat some people up with me. Are you getting anything else?
People.
No. She's starting to get
Antsy?
not with y'all, but she's just kind of tired of being here.
Is that because that lady gave him?
No,
Freaking
I'm tired of
5.
being this far from home.
Like home?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Turns out I don't even know if my home was real.
Well, because we have so much stuff to do.
That's true.
And we're just shopping.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine that, like, Eliana went to like, a vet for Stella. Like, that's totally cool. But, like, we're just bargaining for overpriced potions that we can probably make in the woods. Would they go well? I don't
I'd love
know.
to
I
see
didn't
you
say
try
that.
to make an elixir of vitality.
How much are you selling that one for?
Do you have any recipe cards?
Recipe cards.
You have any recipe books?
I could not have been more dead ass about that question, and everybody just laughed at me, which was funny. But at the same time, I'm like, please answer.
That's a good question.
Thank you. Thank you, Verity. That's not here.
I was like, you said that in Verity's voice, but also.
Oh, I did. I
Verity's
did not
here.
mean
was
to.
like, Wait.
Oh, it's just okay. Well,
Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give me a recipe card. I'm gonna bring it back to you, Eliana, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm tired of.
it literally popped up on Google right here.
The potion of vitality is about, it could range depending on strength. It could be anywhere from 5,000 to 50,000 gold.
Oh, okay, guys. What do you say we book it out of here? Thank you so much for your.
Do you have the recipe cards?
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
I've got a book written
Tell
by
you
myself
what.
over there on the wall. It teaches you a little bit about how to craft potions and stuff, but you got to be good at alchemy to probably get anything out of it.
How good is Eliana at alchemy?
Better than any of us.
How much for your book?
Don't.
Whatever it
Smiling
is.
into his microphone.
Whatever it is, because I'm not gonna buy that if it's too expensive.
5,000 gold pieces. Since
Well,
it's
I
the
was gonna
potion
sell it for-
Bible.
Just 5 gold pieces, but then I talked to all my book club ladies, and they were like, "Don't sell yourself short, girl."
Because it's got a lot of knowledge and recipes and things in there, it's going to be 25 gold.
Ira will buy that.
Okay.
Else,
But she's gonna. It's a gift.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do. You want to go halvesies?
Sure.
Great.
You split 25 and half.
I would believe
5
it's
silver and
12
5
and
silver?
5 silver, yeah.
I mean, I'll just do 13 and you do 11.
Okay.
12?
That's not. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. 13
I have a
and
math
11.
disability, guys.
It's okay.
Sorry.
So then what's the
Wait, is
difference?
that not
13
25?
and 12.
12.
13 and 12.
Okay, so I'll do 13.
You said 11. That's why.
I'm aware.
Guys, we're unleashing all of our disabilities tonight. Now we just gotta find the 4 of ours. Yeah.
Not me trying to type
The
in
4 disabilities of the
poison
apocalypse.
of greater healing into my iPad, trying to look for.
Okay.
I'm really going down.
So you leave with this book. It's a book by Kuroda May.
What's the title?
What's the name of the book?
Yeah.
Between the Herbs.
Between the Herbs by Kuroda May and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello. Okay. Does that finish your business at the apothecary?
Yes!
I'm putting in my notes that we went to the apothecary and got a potion for 600% off. Just so that I remember that I
That
cannot.
makes you feel better than
Yummy.
So I always remember that I will not be buying this ever again.
Okay.
And we got Eliana a gift.
Okay. Did you guys have any plan to meet back up with each other anywhere?
I would assume we would go to the. Did you guys? You guys didn't specify you were going to the apothecary specifically, did you?
We were just gonna go look for potions.
I would assume, like, just meeting up at where the emperor is.
Yeah.
At the palace?
Just head to
Yeah,
the
meeting at
palace.
the
Or are we
palace.
stood outside the apothecary
kinda-
shop? Like
yeah,
at the
you guys
moment?
are outside the apothecary
I
right
kind of
now.
want to do something.
Luke gives
What?
Dawn the potion of
What?
healing.
What?
I kind of want to do more. I want to look for something.
What?
I'm sorry, we're gonna glaze over that amazing gift that I just got. Do you wanna take that back? You wanna say that again? One more time?
So Luke Heel gives Dawn the potion of greater healing.
And she
Okay.
responds the way Nina responds. What? She like holds her hand out, holding it.
Well, when you were asking about it and you felt it was important to have something like this, I figured that, if they were going to give you a tough time about it, I would at least get one. And I felt like you probably wanted it more than I did, so.
But I got one though. Got one. You know that, right? Do you know that? Do you know that I got one?
You would have seen her buy it.
Yeah, you guys both like purchased at the same time. She was even mad
Did you
that
remember that?
It was a whole
Did you
thing.
forget?
Honey.
Lukiel, it was a whole thing.
Honey.
Because she got mad because you got a 5 gold discount for your excellent persuasion tactics.
Do you want to take back giving it to me? You can have it. It's okay.
Dawn will just resent you for the rest of her life.
Why don't
he's thinking about
you hold on to that?
Okay.
And in a dire need,
Uh-huh.
if I need it,
Yeah. I got you.
you got me.
Yeah.
And that way we keep the sentiment and
Positive.
don't acknowledge the other stuff.
Without the guilt.
Yeah. There's no guilt.
Because you know, I fall hard.
Mm-hmm.
When I fall hard.
Big trees.
Big trees,
Yep.
big noises,
Yep.
far distances from grounds.
Mm-hmm.
What's the sound that I make when I punch things? You know when I do that.
okay.
Hey, Verity, did you think we should go meet up with the others?
I do. Yeah, let's go. Where are you thinking? The palace?
I don't know.
I think
Maybe if we just start walking, we'll find them.
Oh, yeah.
Run straight into each other. Ow, shit.
just Scooby Doo it.
Like, I think if we walk in a straight line, we might find them. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the palace.
Yes.
I suppose.
Like,
that-
there's going to be so much food at the palace.
You know,
Is that-
I
Is
did.
that on both ends of the groups?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're going to the Emperor, because we got to give him the letters.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like we all knew that.
Yep, yep, yep,
Because
yep.
that was the next thing that was the next docket.
Yeah.
It's
List on the
been,
docket.
like, on the next thing
Docket
to do
list.
for, like, the whole time. We just haven't done it yet.
We can't leave until
Can't
then.
leave. We're trapped.
Okay. So you regroup at the palace, and they like recognize you at the palace, like the guards, like, oh, it's the heroes. Welcome back.
Dawn like puffs out her chest a little bit. She's like,
Is
She
the
loves
emperor
getting
expecting
recognized.
you?
We are looking to head out, so we would like to just say one final goodbye, and I need an audience with Uma if possible.
Oh yeah, he's in the castle grounds. But yeah, you guys can come on in, and he hits the gate, and the people up above like raise the gate, so you guys are able to walk in. And one of the you see one of the members of the Teenage Underwater Fighting Force. You see Splinter. He kind of is like the orange grung. He's kind of like walking through, and he says, "Oh, hey, it's good to see you guys. What brings you back to the palace?"
little conversation with the Emperor.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know.
I can take you guys inside.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Got any Dawn like looks around to see if are there any servants anywhere that are just kind of like waiting on people?
I mean, there's maybe some people that are working at the palace inside. Do you need something?
Just a beer whenever anybody.
Dawn, we need to talk about
Gets
your
a
drinking
chance.
problem.
Let's go to the Emperor.
And Ira, you see Uma kind of in the kind of like the courtyard there that's like in front of the palace. You can see he's kind of like talking to some guards. So the group is escorted by Splinter kind of going inside, and you kind of hang back. And I think Jax would probably stay with you just to not split the party too much.
Okay.
So you four go inside and speak to the Emperor, and Ira stays outside to speak with Uma.
I'll be in a minute. Oh, Eliana, I need to talk to you today.
Oh, okay.
I have like several things and a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Nah, it's a selfish gift.
Very selfish gift, but it's still a gift nonetheless.
But
You'll
it's a
find
gift.
it interesting.
So the four of you go inside with Splinter, and Ira stays outside with Jax. And do you approach Uma?
No, I think I just like hang out outside. Yes, I approach Uma. Yes.
Okay. What do you say to get his attention?
You're playing hard to get though. You're like inching to
No. Refusing to make eye contact. No. I mean, is he facing in a way that like I can just walk up to him and like naturally
I would
catch his
think
attention?
You're kind of like coming up to like he's like at a profile view, I guess, because he's like talking to somebody, like a couple guards, like in the courtyard.
Oh, okay. See, me as a human is like, oh, I'm gonna stand about 50 yards back and just wait till they're done.
I do that and then they never are done, and I'm just like, I'm standing here.
They
now.
just talk for like 3 hours. I don't know what to do. Cause she's like confident until she has to. She's like on her own.
What a fucking mood.
Yeah, she's like great until she has to do something by herself, and she's like, no,
Like charged,
Mom.
Charged by like social energy.
like
Nothing
mom, mom,
You're
Yeah.
like, Mom, I'm the mom, but I'm not the mom.
mom, can you schedule my dentist appointment? She just goes up and I guess she like stands a little distance behind the guards that like Uma is like talking to, almost to like form like a queue kind of.
Okay.
a queue.
You're dismissed. The champion of Nylea. What can I do for you?
Hi.
Hello.
I have some questions I'm not sure if you can answer, but I don't really know where to start because I don't know anyone else in this situation. I don't even know if you're in this situation. How does one be a champion of a god? I asked Nylea, she was about as clear as mud.
Well, I can assure you that I'm a champion of each thing herm. I pronounced it incorrectly, I think. Oh, Iktearn. It is it's colloquially known as the Lord of Horses. And I'm one of many champions, not just the only champion. It's,
There's
'cause
more than one. Thank God. Okay.
Well, us horses travel in herds, so it's kind of a herd of champions.
Okay.
But I don't know I can't speak for Nylea, though. I think she might have many, but maybe just one. I think I've never heard of her having more than one, but
No.
different species, I mean that.
Well, she's not exactly an elf.
Well, no, I'm just saying that, because
Oh.
we're horses, we kind of go in herds. I don't know about how humans travel. I guess it's in groups, but
I am an elf, not human, but okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the pointy ears in my bed. It's
And just to paint the picture, Ira's hair is pulled back like half up, half down, so her ears are very visible.
I love that. That's me whenever I say human in D&D, and I'm like, wait, I'm not I'm an elf. And I have to rethink
You see
it.
that Uma kind of has to turn his head to see
Oh my god, because he's a horse. Oh my fucking god.
Except they can see straight forward.
No neck.
They can see right in front of them.
They can. It's just
So do you have any words of advice for a newly named champion?
I mean, to this day, I'm still proving myself to my deity. It's I hope to someday garner their respect enough to gain my wings, because Iktearn is a unicorn deity of healing, so they're often depicted as like a god of Pegasus, so it's got some wings and stuff. So
She'll become a Pegasus?
I mean, I'll have wings eventually. It'll be kind of cool. I can fly around. It's
That is sick.
Yeah, I don't think they get weighed down by the armor, but it's
You can make modifications, and she like shows off the fact that like she's wearing armor, but she's not like your traditional paladin and like head to toe. Like she's clanging around. She's got
Pauldrons.
Yeah, she's got pauldrons. She does have a chest plate, but it's it's more sensible, so she can be more agile rather than just moving around like a linebacker.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like a lot about finding, you following your oath and just kind of going along with the values that your deity has and just kind of sticking with those. I mean, you just kind of keep doing what you're doing, especially as a paladin. You don't want to break your oath. I've heard a lot of negative things about it. To be an oath breaker is pretty serious stuff.
It's fun to kill him though.
Kill your oaths? I don't
kill oath breakers.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't try to kind of go against the grain with that kind of stuff.
I
I keep my nose clean. I know it's big and it's hard to do that, but I do my best.
might have killed Nelia's last champion for being an oath breaker.
Was he a paladin as well?
Didn't have a chance to ask before I chopped off his head.
I mean,
I would assume so. He was her
that's
champion.
the one way to do it. I guess.
But the accent changed a little bit there. Sorry.
Well, if you're chopping off people's heads, I guess it's I guess that's what your god wants you to do. It's part of it.
He was the head of the poachers, so I feel like it was okay.
Oh yeah, I know. I met him. It was not a savory dude. It's very bad.
So, but thank you.
Yeah, I mean, just be confident in the fact that you're named as their champion. That's you saved the continent after all, so that's to give you some bit of confidence there alone. Just stay your course and continue to pay homage to her and serve your oath. That's just kind of the basics.
Well, thank you. If you're ever in Port of Mar, look up the Ton family.
All right, I will do. I appreciate it. So maybe I can fly there someday when I get my wings.
Yeah.
This is one of the guards.
No,
this is the Junichi warrior, the
horse. Yeah.
Horseman.
That we say from the cages.
Yeah.
Bojack Horseman.
Crazy.
But yeah, no. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. If you're here, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't know any much more. If you think you think of anything else, just come find me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And she bows kind of halfway and then heads off.
And he kind of he bows. He's very tall. It's
Yeah.
So Jax, where do you head at this moment?
Into where
so you
everyone
kind of
else
follow
went.
back into the palace. Okay. So Jax follows you into the palace. Meanwhile, the four of you are kind of escorted and brought to the same emperor, the same chamber you guys had been brought to before, kind of after the whole fight with Thalorn and stuff. So you are brought into this chamber. It says the emperor is still sitting on his throne, and he says, he's sitting on his throne now. Hello. Well, what can I do for you? It's good to see the champions of Bountifolia again.
Ooh. Hi.
Hey.
We've come with we found some letters.
Yeah, Verity pulls them out and kind of hands them to him.
What are these letters from?
These were letters from Thalorn to his minion in the Hop Owl Reserve.
Kazuo. They it's correspondence between the two of them. But in one of his last letters, he did show some hesitance about the whole supporting the poachers thing. But I know you guys were investigating all of that, so we thought this would be good evidence.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. We've kind of dealt with all of those, and they're all dead from what we've seen. You guys did a pretty good job in there. But evidence is good, just in case somebody comes with any issues. But
Kazuo is also dead.
even more good news.
Yes, murder is always sometimes
Less poachers in my continent. I'm here for it.
is better.
Suppose.
Correct.
Looks like he was gonna try and turn a new leaf, maybe, but
Well, he didn't. So,
Well,
anyways,
that's
these
not
are
so
the.
good news, but
Too bad.
I guess
So
if you
sad.
you mess around, you find out. That's what they always say.
That's what they say. That is what they say. Dawn's like thinking to herself. She's like, God, I love this guy. He's so
Poachers, no poachers.
poachers, no poachers. Noodles, no noodles. God, Uguay, you are just wise as always.
Did we have anything else to address before we address like the?
Dawn wants to ask him something.
Okay.
Does he have a map?
Noted.
You're trailing behind a little bit, so you can ask in a minute.
She like comes up running. Map.
Do you have a map?
Do you know anything about myth? A cat just touched my toe.
That would be Ellie.
Sorry. Oh, my heart's racing. Do you know anything about any creatures that look like me in something called Nocte Mountains on Bogmarsh?
I've heard of
Anything
the
at all?
Nocte Mountains. It's a pretty steep range. I don't know about anybody living there, but I know that mountains are there. The northern part of Bogmarsh. It's quite a feat to get there.
Has anybody? We read in a book earlier that no one has been able to been able to go through the mountains because they're just so vast and tall and.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I also
That's-
didn't know that they were called Nocte Mountains. So, do you know anything more about it?
I mean,
chance?
I've heard of them called the Nocte Mountains. Colloquially, that's the name for them. Yes.
Haven't heard any myths of anybody living up there?
Not really. No, there's not many people that come and go from there, so it's hard to say what's on the inside. But
Right.
but
It is
it's
pretty
what do you?
enclosed in Bountifolia too. They kind of keep to themselves.
Yeah, we're a pretty recluse continent, so it's
Right. Well, do you happen to have any maps of Bountifolia? Not of Bountifolia, of the entire.
Of all the
realm.
continents.
Unfortunately, I don't really keep a lot of maps here.
God, they really do like to keep to themselves.
I would
Well,
say you
thank
might want to see a cartographer.
Do you know any?
I don't know any. No.
No, of course you
I
don't.
don't think the
Um,
cartographers in Bountifolia would be much help either. They don't really.
They don't get out
They
much.
really like.
They don't get out much.
Some call it patriotism. Others call it other things. Cool. Keep to yourselves. Got it.
I mean, that's how we've stayed safe all this time.
Right. Well,
If you leave your door open, some people are gonna get in. You don't want them to get in.
last thing I have to say while we finish up. Is there any way I could get a beer for the road?
Dawn.
A beer for the road?
I bit of an odd
Don't
request.
don't give her. She's been requesting beer like multiple times a day now, and I'm getting concerned.
I am 8 feet tall. I am perfectly fine. Also, it's like water in a way.
I don't think that's true.
It
We
was.
can figure something out once we.
Yeah. You by this
Dawn,
point,
beer
you're-
is not water. No matter how many times you go over this, it's not water.
It's actually
Has
kind of like
anyone asked if he has any maps?
It's made out of
I
wheat
asked
for the
the
most
next
part.
question.
Oh, the champion of Nylea. It's good
Green.
to see you.
And she formally bows to the emperor.
The only one who addressed the emperor appropriately. Everybody else was like, "What's
What up, bro? Yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
Bows, no bows.
Maps.
Maps,
no maps.
Manners, no manners.
Have
Beer.
I asked him about the hearts?
No.
No.
I haven't.
Yeah, and he kind of like gestures for someone, and they kind of can you get her
an adult.
a beer, a tankard of ale, I guess.
Yes, ale would be. Thank you.
Are you aware of something called Marian hearts? Do you know what they are?
His you notice that his demeanor kind of changes a little bit at that moment.
Can I get the
boy.
beer? We got a serious combo happening. Beer is needed.
I
I've heard of them. Yes, that's they were very problematic in a long time ago. Almost mucked it up for the rest of us.
Sorry about that. That might have been.
Your heritage, yes.
Sorry. Do you know of any here?
There's none on this continent. No, we've
Oh,
thrived
good,
off of
okay.
a different level of magic. Thankfully enough, we were probably about the farthest away from when that all mess happened.
Were you impacted at all, or is that why this continent is still so?
No, our gods and deities have sustained themselves pretty well without. They didn't really find issue with that circumstance.
Oh, good.
Bit of a different magic over here, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
More of a
Next.
natural divine.
Yes. We tap into the, we pull magic from the ley lines just as much as everybody else, but, it's a bit of out of our
Arcane
jurisdiction,
versus-
it's a bit ways away.
Yes.
So we are potentially looking to maybe leave today.
Okay.
I was curious to know if we could secure passage on a vessel exiting Bountifolia. I don't know exactly when we're leaving. We haven't discussed that yet. We don't even know where we're going. But when the time comes,
Well, I can't really make any of those arrangements from here. You'd have to go back and deal with the harbor in Bloom Hills Village. It's about
Could
the only way
we-
in or out of this continent.
could we
Have an escort?
have an escort or
I speak
something that states that we
Speak
are
to my
cool?
Junichi warrior in Oshishi. He should be able to help you at that point. He controls all of the harbors and the shipping out of this continent.
Thank you.
INOSHI. Yeah, he should be able to see you on your way out, or make that arrangement. But yeah, that's all. That's all. The best I can do from here in this in the kingdom.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything?
Verity slowly raises her hands.
Speak up now. Come on. Don't be scared. I don't bite. That's my uncle. He's a snapping turtle.
Good to know.
Bad grandpa jokes.
The last time we were here, you mentioned a couple of things.
Yes.
And the group knows as much as I can give.
I would think so.
What has a hold on her? She can't tell us directly. What's its name?
That's not something I can talk about. It's something that
Do you know, though?
yes, but it's none of my business. I'd be disrespectful if I were to get involved.
I request that you say the name because I physically can't. I literally got thrown back into the wall at a library.
You think I want to get on it? Hey, look, I don't need to catch no smoke, if you know what I'm saying.
I hate how good that joke is. Okay. Well, you said there was more than one way, though. What did you mean by that?
Refresh an old emperor's memory.
You said... Jeez, my voice is shaking. You said to take what they say with a grain of salt, and that there was more ways than one.
Ah, yes. There is, in my experience, in a lot of business dealings in the time that I've been a ruler, that there's more than one way to fulfill an agreement. A lot of the times, you just have to look at it from the right angle.
That don't help me much. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
be real. I'm gonna be real.
Like, can you just give me a straight answer, please?
Think outside of the box.
Shift your perspective.
Did you?
I don't like what I'm thinking.
Did you? Sign,
I don't know if it's correct or not. And I don't want to say it out loud.
Did you sign a contract with this thing? Maybe we could help you find some loopholes.
I walked in an alleyway. I walked out, and
Okay.
then boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
And then boom, boom.
And then
Verity
And then
just
the boom,
looks
boom.
around her and just says, "Shut the fuck up."
jeez, and you guys say I have the problem. Where is my beer?
Oh, like servant comes up and like hands you it's probably about a tankard like this size, which is small compared to how
So
big
like a
you are.
shot for Dawn.
Ah. She looks at it and does that, and then just like pinches it by the handle, basically, and then just gives the little servant a little like pat on the face. It's like, "Thank you." And she just lifts it up
It,
like
like
it's
knocks him like over a little bit.
she like lifts it up like it's tea, like her pinky's up, and she's like,
Not sipping beer. Okay. I guess, yeah.
So what? Who are you telling to shut up just now? Surely not the Emperor.
Verity's gonna sign boss again.
And Jax will understand.
You've really got to teach us sign language.
I don't know what that means. What is this?
She said boss.
Well, yes, the Emperor is listening.
Well, her boss.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll teach y'all some words.
Well, if you're stuck in a relationship with this thing,
Mm.
and you have to fulfill something, we can.
Can we play Pictionary
Sounds familiar.
and figure it out?
Sounds like something Eliana had going on.
Stabby stab, a lot of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a constitution saving throw for me, please.
thank
Mary.
you.
no. Oh, no.
14.
The next word out of your mouth, no sound comes out.
Verity
No
just mouths
sound.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does not have any control at this point.
Well, as the champion of Lylea suggested, it's about shifting your perspective.
Verity's mouthing and nothing's coming out.
Correct.
I'm saying that. Are you kidding me right now?
Correct.
Do you see any cameras? I had to say what she did.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Is there anything else you would like to bring up with the Emperor?
Um,
Or any more questions that you would try to make?
Oh, she's actually signing now, and she looked very angry when she did so.
Yeah, Verity just said,
She
"I can't
said-
speak."
Oh, it
in
looks.
sign language.
Oh,
She
in
can't
sign
speak.
language to me, it looked like "fuck you" and also "thank you." That's what that looked like to me.
Jax is translating because he can speak sign language.
Good for you, Jax.
Well, going back.
He did spend some time
To-
nonverbal for a while.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Well, going back to what happened in Kazuo's basement. So we all kind of had some sort of nightmares. And then
Interesting.
one of Thanatura's night servant people showed up to try and kill me.
Well, that's not good at all.
And my current goddess, Flossidus, has actually informed me that Thanatora and Plurinia are one. They're the same person. They're not just allied.
Well, that's it's an interesting twist. Well, how do you know now?
I suppose I thought you might have some opinions on that, but
It sounds like the
Fine.
Emperor is about to be like, yeah, sounds like that's a you problem.
Well,
it's fine, though. It's okay.
the god of natural death isn't somebody to trifle with, and
Well, turns out she's not the. Turns out she went outside her boundaries a little bit of natural death, so she's
Oh,
no
yeah.
longer natural death.
she hasn't been around for quite some time. And the fact that she's around now is a bit of a concern, but
Well, maybe if we stop talking about her, she won't exist.
Maybe if we don't talk about it, it'll go away. Huh.
That's an interesting perspective. It's one way to look at it. It's
One of privilege.
Damn.
death comes for us all.
But I mean, let's see. What was I gonna say? My brain just went fucking blank. Never mind.
It's interesting to me that the god of nature and the god of natural death are one and the same. Seems quite ironic, but
I mean, what is life without death?
fair point. The wisdom of the champion of Nylea. It's always good.
Well, I suppose if no one else has any more information he needs.
Emperor, thank you for letting us ask you questions like a library.
Anything for the champions of Bountifolia.
You flatter us.
And maybe this will help. And he takes a coin and he like flicks it at Verity.
She catches it. Maybe, possibly.
And you feel it kind of warm in your hands, and then all of a sudden things go quiet.
Verity signs, what is this?
You can speak.
She's shaking her head. No.
No, and just signing.
Signs
I'm
okay.
good.
Well,
Can you answer? This is holding that coin. Can you answer this question for me? Are you in a pact?
Dawn?
Verity looks very guilty.
Dawn
With her
goes to
facial
stand
expression.
behind Verity and just in case her head gets thrown back. Like she starts, Dawn like crouches down, ready to like catch her. And she's like, okay, go.
Can you just say the word that is the answer to that question?
Yeah. Hey! Look at that! This is scary.
nothing happened.
DM was just like
What?
staring daggers at her for a second.
What the fuck is this?
What's its name?
It's a coin of protection. It won't last very long, but I figured you got at least a couple of days out of it.
I can tell you what's in the fucking book.
You can tell us everything in a couple of days.
Yeah, that's quite a long
Hell
time.
yeah.
Wait, did you say it lasts a couple of days?
It's only an estimation. I can't say much, but if anything, if I know Erebus, this coin may not necessarily last a couple of days, but it's worth a shot.
So you can tell us everything right now.
What table? I know exactly what the fuck that is.
What is this lasting a couple of days?
The coin,
It's a coin of protection, which
Oh.
means
Emperor.
that Verity can talk about her thing without banging her head against the wall or biting off her tongue.
If the coin of protection lasts more than 2 days, you may want to consult a medical professional.
Get that ashwagandha.
Man. Now I gotta look up what that is. I'm so uninformed and uneducated.
Is this what y'all's head is normally like? Just it's so silent.
No, I got like 500 things going on at once all the time.
Sometimes there's things in my head.
I would say definitely put that in a pouch or something, and you can feel the coin in your hand is like getting hotter and hotter.
Oh jeez. Oh okay.
Do you have like a breast pocket or something you can put it in?
that would be a two. So she just
You don't have any pockets on you?
I don't,
You're a rogue. You steal things. Where do you put the things that you steal?
That's a good point.
just pants pocket. Just stuffs it in the pants pocket.
Okay.
I like how you rolled to see if you had any pockets on your shirt.
I rolled to see if Verity would be in a panic, to see if she like she hot. Just like she is. No.
I would say it's not necessarily given your heritage. It's not going to burn you in any circumstance. It's getting increasingly warm, and it just seems alarming.
Okay, we need to thank you, and we need to I need to get all of this out as soon as possible because I don't know how long this is going to last, and it's getting hot even for my skin.
It's getting hot in here.
What?
Well, Emperor, it's been a pleasure as always. Dawn gives this like low, deep bow and like looks over at Ear and like winks at her. And she'll be like, I got it. I learned. Should we go?
Yes.
It's good to see you, and I thank you again for everything that you've done for the realm. And don't be strangers. It's,
Jax
you're
and I will
welcome here
likely be
anytime.
back.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
Dawn is like, oh, I don't want to do this, but it's my instinct as Dawn. Dawn is like, you know what? Get over here. And she just like kind of like starts bouldering over towards the Emperor and tries to give him a big embrace.
Oh my god, and you're huge too.
But
That's
he's
so
also
funny.
huge, actually.
he's a big turtle.
Yeah.
He stands and he gives you a hug. Give me a Constitution save.
What?
Does he
Also,
have,
I want you to
fucking
know that-
poison spores. What the fuck?
Dawn like pats his
Well, I
shell.
guess no. Give me.
Pat.
Yeah, I know. It'd be a strength check, I guess. Give me a strength check.
Oh, that rolled like 75
That was a
times.
journey.
A journey.
15.
25.
Damn.
He squeezes the shit out of you.
Oh.
And it's tight. Like
Dawn
he's got
loves
some
it.
strength.
She loves
that
it.
old man strength.
Yeah.
It's like Aunt Sheila
And
coming
so
in
much,
to give you a hug.
So much strength so that he like cracks your back in like a couple different places.
Oh, that's great.
Is Dawn grateful for that?
Dawn is like, woo! Ah, yeah. She's like, She pats his shell like a couple times. She's like, we'll be seeing you, Emperor.
That's actually interesting because, like, could anyone even crack Dawn's back because she's so huge?
exactly.
Like,
The Emperor could.
She loves it. She's taken in every second of this hug.
Free chiropractic care.
yeah.
So you hug the Emperor and you have all said your goodbyes. Where are you heading next?
Honestly, let's just go outside and Verity, you dish.
We should walk
Dish
and
it
talk.
out.
I would like to head back to Bloom Hills Village so we can go
Do
ahead
you
and get
need
on
to
the.
talk to the other warrior?
I did already. That's why I was like coming
Okay,
in.
cool.
Thank you.
Whoopsies. But
Where's
Eliana would not
ignore
have
me.
noticed. Probably.
Yeah, ignore me.
Yeah.
where's Ninchi Nusha?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's gonna escort us to the ships.
No, he's there already.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
So we just need to
gotta
get
meet him
there.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Inoshishi.
Nope, that's not what I wrote down. Great.
So you all exit the palace grounds and head through the kingdom, making your way towards the gates of the city. We'll pick up on that conversation in the next part of session 64.
Part 2.
Woo.
Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next session.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.